All right, we're back to the presidential mandate to tackle economic sabotage and boost crude oil production. Let's now bring in our guest tonight to speak more on this. He's a lawyer and politician, Dr. Dennis Otiotio. Thanks for joining us. So, Dr. Otiotio, I just want to be sure that we have you.
Yes.
All right. So I don't know if you listened to that report we played earlier on this, where the GMD of NNPCL was talking, describing this as a national problem. And I'm wondering why this is still a national problem, considering how much we have spent, even billions of naira contract given to former Niger Delta agitators.
Well, it's a national problem because you know that the mainstay of Nigeria's revenue is revenue from oil and gas. And so the whole nation, all the state governors, all the local government chairmen, everybody looks onto the revenue that is derived from the sale of our crude oil. And so if there is a problem with the sale of crude oil, and then there's a problem with Nigeria, that's why it's a national problem. And so whatever solution that we will be contracting is to ensure that it's holistic, in that the security agencies and other stakeholders like the community leadership and the state governors, everybody has to be involved. And like you mentioned, I'm aware that the contract, surveillance contract was given to Antica, owned by a former agitator, Tinubu. And I believe that they are doing very well. They've done tremendously well in the areas of ensuring that they block all the leakages, and they try to also employ the former agitators and making them to secure the pipeline. And so it's an ongoing process. You know that the problem of the Niger Delta has been a problem that started since 1956 out of neglect and oppression. And so it will take a concerted and a serious solution.
Dr. Dennis, if I may come in here, because, do you also sense, some kind of sabotage within the system? Because there was a time where there were allegations, against some uniformed men who have been saddled with the responsibility, of tackling this crude oil theft. How do we also begin, to police the police?
One of the current chairman of the Traditional Law Council in Bayelsa State wrote a book, and he said, he asked the question, the riddle of the crude oil theft, and then he said, who are the crude oil thieves? Definitely, the militants, the people you see in the Niger Delta, are not the real crude oil thieves. The crude oil thieves are people who have big ocean-going vessels. The crude oil thieves are those who have the money to transport the crude from the Niger Delta area through the Atlantic Ocean to outside this country. And so you know that the issue of crude oil theft is not just a small piece or small criminals or small militants roving around the Niger Delta area. They are big people, big businessmen and women who are highly connected.
And with that kind of connection, Dr. Dennis, again, sorry for interrupting you. With that kind of connection, what then is the solution, and how well should the host communities be carried along?
Well, like I said, the contract that I wanted to start is in a good one because we have seen that since Pakistan came on board, they have done well by identifying food areas where girls are eager to stolen. They blocked those so many channels that were being used before this time to steal crude oil. And so they are doing well, but they've not been able successfully. They've not done that probably because I remember a situation when I heard a situation where naval personnel were fighting with computer officers. And so I think the federal government needs to look into the entire situation holistically to bring everybody on board, both the security personnel, that is what I mean, the security personnel, I mean the formal security aspect, that is the armed forces, and then the non-conventional security personnel, which is like the computer, and then the host community. When these three
absolutely, I think I heard Dr. Dennis. I think I heard the General Christopher Musa talking there about collaboration and synergy. Let's look at what happens in the next few days. Thank you so much for your time.
Talking about bringing
I'm afraid that's the much we can take because of time. Apologies again. Thank you so much for your time, lawyer, politician, Dr. Dennis Otiotio.